Scorpio. How are you guys? This is your love reading for the 16th to the 30th of November 2021. So, you guys, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Single or coupled, it doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm seeing here that for a long time, you guys have been worried about something, okay? And living in your worries when it comes to something not working out. Perhaps there's a third party situation. Perhaps some of you guys were involved in a third party situation, okay? And you guys are worried about this. And it's because some sort of event took place a while back. The reason why you started worrying about being in a third party situation is because something happened. You had a crisis. There was a crazy experience that you had that made you really be worried about dealing with somebody who's in a third party situation. Some of you guys, perhaps you were in a relationship with somebody who, friendship, love relationship, like dating them, who betrayed your trust. They gaslit you. They were working against you. They were a hidden enemy. Some of you guys have a hidden enemy, and you've had this person in your life for a long time, and perhaps they were exposed, and this made you start being really worried about, being too worried to be happy and being too worried to enjoy being in a relationship, to enjoy getting to know certain people. Some of you guys, you also just became really worried about friends, making friends with others, and having certain friendships with certain women. And it's because you realize that these women work against you, okay? You realize that these connections, they don't serve you. So in the recent past, you guys cut communication, cut ties with somebody, or somebody stopped talking to you. And I feel like this person, might have been a narcissist, okay? This person might have thought you were a narcissist. It doesn't matter. But you guys stopped talking to somebody stopped talking to you. Possibly about things that are not really grounded. So even if this person is still talking to you, they're not talking to you about stuff that's not grounded. I feel like somebody around you, they might also be withholding the truth about the fact that they are a narcissist. Somebody has been gaslighting you in the recent past, not speaking their truth. Some of you guys, you connected in the recent past with a young Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person that's a narcissist. Perhaps this person cut contact. Now, this person showed up in the recent past in your life because for a lot of you guys, this is like a person in your life that you might have known for a long time. Some of you guys, you might not have known this person that long. Some of you guys, it's like, this is so weird. This is so strange. It feels like it's three different people that are young, that are very trollopy. So there's a young liar that came in the recent past. And this young liar, she was trying to take stuff from you. She was trying to pretend to be a friend, and it's because she's a user, okay? She was trying to show up as somebody who is, it's like, I don't even know if she was trying to show up caring and stuff, but she was really just showing up as somebody who was narcissistic and thought she was more perfect than everybody else. And the reason why is because you might have betrayed her, or somebody else might have. I'm not seeing you on the board, Scorpio, so I feel like somebody else betrayed her. Perhaps a fire sign did. Perhaps an air sign did. Perhaps an earth sign did. Okay? And so somebody cut contact with you. And possibly even because, maybe something or someone, maybe this person who cut contact with you, they feel like you don't really, they feel like you block their passion, they might feel like you're a liar, okay? And they might feel like you're a narcissist. So somebody, it's so many different things that happen, but definitely there was a new beginning in your love life, but you are not able to see it. And it's come in the form of truth that you're not able to understand. And it's a truth about something or someone that's ungrounded. And it's something that you have a hard time accepting. And it's because you're deeply wounded, like your inner child that's adventurous is deeply wounded. Okay. I also feel like this type of person went out of your life because they were blocking you from being optimistic. So somebody who doesn't tell the truth went out of your life. Somebody even who tells the truth went out of your life because, you know, possibly this truth that they tell blocks you from going on an adventure. It blocks you from being free. Some of you guys, you got the truth and you're not accepting it. And it's because it's just really hard for you to accept whatever this is or whatever this truth is. It blocks you from being optimistic about life. Okay, this might be truth about who you are down to the core, not caring for yourself down to your core. This is so strange. This is like a very weird energy. Okay, very weird. You could read this as three different people that are young, you know, an air sign telling a lie about or telling a lie about an earth sign who's also a liar. And it's because it's like little gossips. It feels like it's little gossip girls and gossip boys. Okay. Feels like it's a little gossip girl, gossip boy situation going on in the recent past. And you got caught up in this situation because it was fated. Okay. You guys are having, a blessing, a blessed new beginning. A lot of you guys have blessings that have come in, and this is to protect your blessings. These people were exposed as liars. Some of you guys, somebody cut contact with you that you might have wanted to keep dealing with for your motives, because this feels like, some of you guys, you might not have really needed to have this person in your life. But whoever cut contact, it was because they were trying to protect something that really mattered to them. And it's because this person is like getting back the upper ground and getting the courage back in their life. I also feel like severing ties with whoever this is or whatever this is, in what way, for whoever did this, is a part of a new beginning and a new phase. This is going to get the ball rolling in everybody's lives. This person cutting contact, it's going to get the ball rolling in everyone's lives, especially yours. So right now, Scorpio, and you guys were dealing with liars. And right now in the present, okay, coming into this month, the 16th, right, to the 31st, you guys are like going to be doing a lot of self-analysis. And a truth is going to be coming to you, okay, a big truth. And this is a truth about yourself. It's about your strength. It's about someone else's strength. It's about power. This is a truth about a bad habit, something that you've been giving your power away to, that you could take your power back from. Some of you guys, you know this, but you're not aware how much you've been giving your power away to whatever this is. Okay? You guys are about to release a burden that keeps you tied down. Some of you guys are doing that right now. And it's like this way of looking at life that limits you. A lot of you guys are getting a new beginning in prosperity by understanding why certain things happen to certain people, but they don't happen to other people. Okay? You guys are going through that right now, and you're going to be dealing with an event. Something is going to come up and happen. You're going to hear about it or something like that. And some of you guys, you might be decimated by this, but this is going to make you grounded. Some of you guys, the situation here, it might not make you grounded. Okay? The situation right here might not make you grounded. Or sorry, it might make you realize that you're ungrounded. Some of you guys who are grounded and who have a big heart, you're going to understand why it's okay to have a big heart and what happens when people take advantage of your big heart. Some of you guys who don't have a big heart, you're going to realize why you should just be who you are no matter what. If you're somebody who normally has a big heart, you should just feel free to just be who you are and have your big heart, because anybody or somebody who thwarts you from having a lot of love in your life and from being who you are, showing your love fully, something is happening to them to show you that you are fine, okay? To show you that, you know, it's like a reward in a way. I also feel like this burden here that you've been carrying has been blocking you from fully having love in your life, from being with somebody who fully loves you, who you already know, or from attracting in somebody who fully loves you, who maybe you don't know. Okay. So there's a big event, there's a big experience. Okay. And you guys are having a major come to Jesus moment right now about love and about just bad habits, things that you need to get power over. If you want to keep on surviving and walking on the street and stuff, you got to stop doing whatever these things are. Now, why are you facing judgment about this or around this or dealing with judgment in your own way? It's because you guys are not able to let in a new beginning, a major new beginning in whatever. Okay. And you guys also don't trust enough. Whatever this is blocking you from having trust and faith. The trust and faith that you need to walk away from a group of people that don't serve you, a group of jealous ass bitches, right? And to also work on things that you actually care about, deal with people and deal with situations that actually bring you recognition. This judgment that you're not casting judgment on yourself. Some of you guys, it's like you don't want to judge yourself and stuff. So you just stay stuck. You know what I mean? What kind of a Scorpio doesn't judge themselves? I don't know. But if you don't do judgment, you're gonna be stuck. So you guys are realizing, you guys are getting real about what love is, okay? So I feel like, right, so some of you guys are dealing with somebody who you're paranoid about. This person is not very good, or you got people in your life, or friends even, that are just trash, okay? They don't really love you, and they use your gifts of love. They misuse, they don't appreciate you. They just use you for what you have and stuff, okay? And these types of broads, something might have happened to them. You might have got some devastating news about a young earth sign where it's like she might have passed on or something like that. Some of you guys, your friends might have been dying for a long time. Since the distant past, maybe a few of your friends were passing away. And you recently got a truth that you don't want to accept about your health, possibly even about who you are as a person, that you don't want to accept it because it makes you feel bad, but you need to get this truth, or this truth came in so that you can finally move forward with your life. And now you're finally going to be, by the time this month starts, you're going to be going through a judgment where you're going to realize how, like, you need to actually boss up and step into your own power, okay? And you also need to take a new beginning and take a new beginning in prosperity and get grounded, okay? And it's because there's a new beginning here that you're blocking out. There's, something around trust and faith that you're also blocking out. Freedom and expansion and divinity that you're blocking out. That, that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. That's why you were stuck around certain folks that were working against you, and you're dealing with so much envy, possibly even at work. And also that's why you were, cooperating with certain folks that were envious of you, okay? It's because you don't see how you're in your power, but you're not fully in your power, but you think you are, because you might be putting people down, you might be getting over on folks, but you're not fully in your power, okay? Some of you guys, you definitely got some devastating news in the recent past. You might have heard about somebody passing away, okay? But just remember that this happened because you guys were worried, because you realized that certain people were not truthful, that someone in your life in particular was gaslighting you, using you, whatever, it's because you realize this and you realize how somebody in your life, that's the kind of person like Olivia, when they come up in your life, then they try to make you feel crazy. They don't know you got somebody else in your life that was already trying to do that the semester before and it didn't work, right? But she thinks that she's just going to lie to you and you're going to stick around and you're not going to realize that everything is fishy, including her vagina, and move away from her, right? That type of broad is not smart enough to realize that everybody's onto her, okay? This is the type of broad that will sit there and lie like this. You was dealing with a bunch of liars. You were not Elle Woods during the popcorn. Some of you guys, you might have been lying with them, but thinking that you were special. Some of you guys, you're like that ogre, right? You try to be as good as people who get Good Samaritan awards, but you sell drugs and carry Xanax in your boot and stuff, and get caught up behind a quarter ounce of Xanax and stuff. That's what you said, but somehow you got such a big ticket, but all you had was a quarter ounce of Xanax. I'm so sure, right? Some of you guys, it's like you think you're fooling others. Some of you guys are liars. Some of you guys spend a lot of time around people that are liars. Like, as much as you lie, the people around you lie 10 times more. And you're realizing that. So some of you guys, if you're a liar, you're going to stop being a liar. Okay? I feel like in the recent past, you might have uncovered how many people around you were lying. Some of you guys maybe somebody even uncovered a lie that you were telling. And that happened in the recent past. Okay? So, from the 16th to the 30th of November, your thoughts are going to be on a new beginning in truth and communication. Okay? This is a new beginning in truth that could involve somebody else, but it definitely involves you being more honest and living a more honest life. And this is a triumph for you. Whew. So you guys are going to start to be more honest about your health, okay? Because this will help to open up your emotional possibilities. You will also start to be more honest about, your mindset, your frame of mind. If you guys struggle with addiction, you will be more honest about this. You might lie about this. And you will also start to be more honest about your family, your emotional state, even your emotional health. Some of you guys are bipolar, right? And you're going to just be more honest with yourself about this. Okay. And so ultimately, what that's going to do is it's going to bring you a new beginning in possibilities. You're getting a new beginning in peace of mind and a new beginning in happiness, long-term happiness and familial happiness, okay, and success. And this is coming and you're having this new beginning in truth because you're surrendering. And so are certain people around you. Certain people around you are also surrendering, okay, to a new attitude and to a new perspective. And this is a new perspective around being competitive and how realizing that competing for love is not love. Competing, shysting bitches out and stuff like that. Shysting out your friends. Trying to screw people over and be the first one to go talk to this dude. That's why you got a health diagnosis, okay? It's because you need to be the first one to talk to the guy, right? You need to be the first one to get him. Some of you guys just you don't feel beautiful enough. So you got to run around with little trollopy trouts and throw away your friends for trollopy trouts, right? So then when you get a disease with them, right, then you realize that you're not, you might have thought that you were only fooling them, but in reality, you only fooled yourself. And a lot of you guys, you're just going to start being more honest about, if you genuinely think that you're better than certain folks, you're just going to accept it and stop pretending like you don't, okay? Because that also landed you in hot water. If you were just honest about the fact that you felt like you were better than certain folks, because you're a baby narcissist, whatever, then your baby narcissism would have protected you from a virus, But because you're a baby narcissist, but you don't want nobody to know, that's why you got a disease. Because not only do you think you're better than certain people, but you're putting out that energy, right? That you think you're better than them, right? but then you're still messing around with them, being around them, using them up, trying to get to their friends and stuff, hanging around certain women that have status and stuff to get what they have and stuff, right? That's what you do. You might hang around certain women who have certain gifts. They have a lot of connections, and it's like to take stuff from them. You know, it's very weak of you. It might be strong though, but there's an aspect of weakness attached to this that you're realizing it doesn't pay. Okay, it's just if you only do that because you don't feel good enough, there's something splitting you up from your trust and faith in life and your commitment to God, and you don't believe that God comes through. So then you feel like you have to shiest out other niggas that believe that God comes through for them, and so God comes through for them. You feel like you need to shiest them out, and ultimately you just get devastation and you get diagnoses and stuff. A lot of you guys are dealing with a lot of obstacles and challenges, and these obstacles and challenges, they came about because you needed to surrender to the fact that whatever it was that you were hailing king and hailing God is not God or king, and that's why it was devastating you. So, okay. So your overall energy from the 16th to the 30th of November 2021 in your love life is you guys not really feeling your emotions, okay? You're dealing with a manipulative Pisces or Cancer or even another Scorpio. That also helps you to not feel your emotions. You're also dealing with jealousy, bipolar, taking out your anger on other people, not being empathic, being kind of an asshole, you know, being the kind of person that, you sit by a psychic and you getting a free reading from a psychic and you see everybody tipping the psychic, but you don't tip, right? You think you're different and special. You don't even believe it's true. And then you get a phone call that your dad died. And then you show up back to the strip club and you can't even still apologize. And you wonder why your dad died like that. You're going to be dealing with that type of person, or that's going to be you. But that's why that's your life story, okay? Because you're a selfish, self-centered individual and you cry about it when it happens to you, but you can't see how that's exactly what you do to other people. And instead of loving the image in the mirror so you can still benefit from being who you are, you still choose to hate it and separate yourself from it, but you're just that same exact person. But that's why only your father dies. Only you get a phone call from Europe talking about your dad died. I'm so sure that your family lives in Europe, but you're a stripper, right? Only you get that phone call. That psychic, she goes back to her cozy life, and you don't have a father because you wanted to be a fucked up bitch. Some of you guys are fucked up bitches. That's it. And you got a virus, and that's what you deserve. And you're starting to accept that that's what you deserved. You know what I mean? You're starting to realize why you got hit with that virus. You did not understand how disconnected with life you really were, Scorpio. You know how much. You didn't understand, how much you're you're a water sign, you know. You didn't understand how much, you're a water sign and you're emotional and stuff. And there's other people around you who can see you being shisty. Some of you guys, some of you Scorpios, you're bullies. You're cold-hearted, you're cruel, unkind, mean. So then you just got a bunch of mean friends that they don't care. You dated a bunch of guys that don't care about giving you viruses and stuff like that. That's what you did. But that's the kind of friend that you are. You don't care about being around people that they have a good day. They're having a good day, and then you come into their life and you call them or something, and then their day goes bad. You don't care how you make them feel. So then you get a virus. And it's really hard for you guys to accept this. But that's why you got such a disgusting virus, because you can't see how disgusting you are. That's it. It's just because you're a disgusting human being. That's it. But that's if that's what shows up on your body, and that's what Earth yields, then that's the reality of what's going on. If Earth yields blindness, it's because you're blind. If Earth yields, osteoporosis, it's because, you don't have a lot of support in your hips, and you might need to just ingest more calcium. You don't have enough support in your body, and you might be, nutrient poor. If Earth yields a brain cancer, you might get it all twisted up in your head. You know what I'm saying? You might not really know exactly everything that's going on in your head and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or you might be thinking that you're getting into other people's heads, but the only person's head that we need to get into is yours, because you got a tumor on your pituitary type shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you guys, it's like you don't want to accept that, and it's infuriating. So a lot of people are going to eviscerate you, or they're going to pull off and not say anything to you. Okay? Or you're going to have people who are honest, your friends that are honest and grounded and that are passionate and actually that way. You're going to have them pull off. You're going to have them stop talking to you and stuff like that, because that they need that for their protection. The people who pulled off on you, they got good things coming into their life, and they're just trying to protect it. That's it. That's it. So you guys are going to realize that over these next 2 weeks, that you're only playing yourself. You're just competitive and a dirty little slut. And that's what happens. When you're competitive and a dirty slut, you get a virus. I don't understand. You thought that God was going to let you keep going around, and you thought that God was going to let you just keep being who you were, but you laugh when people say stuff like God. You laugh when people say stuff about God, and you think that God is not going to clip your vagina, because sex comes from God. You think that God's not going to, but when you get AIDS, it doesn't feel so good anymore, does it? That's why that happens, because God is the reason why you enjoy having sex. So you shouldn't even be having sex. You shouldn't be enjoying it. You laugh, and when people say God, you laugh. So why should you be able to get wet and enjoy a good time? You don't deserve that. That's a gift from God. So keep on laughing when people talk about God, and you're going to keep on dealing with the nigga who doesn't fucking care about you. And it's going to be so funny to watch, and nobody fucking cares. And that's your best option. And he knows that he's your best option. He's taking full advantage, because maybe when he met you, he had better intentions. But when you gave him AIDS, because you already had it, and when he spent time around you and realized how degrading and sad you are, and he also realized that he's also trash, he just took advantage of you. A lot of you Scorpio men, if you do the same thing, you got decimation. But I really feel like a lot of Scorpio men, can't relate. That's the woman, that's the Scorpio woman. They're all disgusting right now. A lot of them that's around me are gross. They all want to be dirty little sluts, and then they want to be upset when they get dumped, hit, cheated on, left with diseases, and not told until they went to the gynecologist. But then they stabbed their friend in the back, and they didn't tell her until she had to find out from somebody else. So when you get AIDS, you got to find out from somebody else. You're not going to find out from the person who gave it to you. But that's what happens when you stab your friends in the back and you think nothing of it. Okay? A lot of you guys the Scorpio men, you might just have a female figure in your life who is toxic and disgusting. She was a horrible example of femininity. And you're going to realize that over these next 2 weeks, and you're going to be releasing her out of your life. Some of you guys can be struggling, though, to deal with the effects of this person, to really see this person for who they really are. Because this person, they make you very angry. Oh, the thought of this makes you very angry, but you're going to get through it, okay? It's pretty much only the Scorpio female that wants to be stubborn, that is going to be really stuck in her bipolar energy. The one that wants to be stubborn, she's going to be dealing with a whole lot of depression and a lot of bipolar mood swings. She's going to be dealing with just the most disgusting things. So she could stay inside. And the one that wants to accept that she's crazy, she's going to just be dealing with pent up emotions that she hasn't dealt with in a long time. And it's going to feel really heavy and hard for her because she can't just sit on her phone. She can't just run to work or go run to somebody's husband's house and stuff like that. She has to sit in herself and think for herself and feel her own feelings like a fucking Scorpio is supposed to, like a water sign is supposed to. No water sign feels bad for you when you have to feel your emotions. I'm just letting you know. We don't feel bad for you. Okay, you're supposed to be doing that the whole time. You're fucking up the flow. You're the one who murdered the flow. So you're getting destitution. A lot of you guys, you're just finally going to be sitting and chilling with the dark side of you that you try to pretend doesn't exist, but you come into people's lives trying to destroy their families and stuff. That's a dark side of you. That side of you is very apparent and people see it. Okay? And so you got your karma, you got what you deserved. All right? And that's for someone here in particular. And there's a few people out here, and there's quite a few people who this message resonates with them entirely. But there's one or two girls or women, whatever, out there that's watching this that knows exactly, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? And it didn't, you never got away with it or got away from it. Okay? Everybody saw you being trash. Okay? The person who you were treating terribly and making fun of because you thought you were better than them because you're Trini, right? And they're African. You're a slave and they were never enslaved and you still think you're better than them. You were whitewashed and they were never whitewashed, but you still think you're better than them. That person, they have two legs. You might only have one and you might run track and stuff, but you only have one leg. But that person, they hardly could dance, right? But they got two. But actually, that person could dance circles around you. You know what I mean? But that's why you're going through that because you guys are fucked up. Scorpio, you guys are fucked up. You guys are overly competitive. You think you're air signs, and then you get jealous of air signs. You try to cool it with Gemini because Gemini, there was the only air signs that see right through you, but act like they can't see right through you. Everybody, Libra and Aquarius, see right through you when you're doing that, and then they don't want nothing to do with you. But a lot of you guys, you want to be air signs and stuff, but you're a water sign. Be who you are. You want to be somebody you're fucking not. So you get a virus in your blood because you should have been in your blood. You should have been in your emotions. You should have been in your bag the whole time. You were in your bag. You would have smelled AIDS. You would have smelled it, but you wanted to be outside. You wanted to act like the Queen of Swords. Do you know why the Queen of Swords is the Queen of Swords? Every woman who is the Queen of Swords. It doesn't matter if you're looking for trouble or not. You're gonna have to dance with the sword, and it might cut you open, or it might devastate you and leave a mark on your mind, or it might do both. The Queen of Swords, the experience that the Queen of Swords has to be that type of bitch that's boom, 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 boom. She don't fucking care. The type of shit that lady goes through for no reason sometimes she goes through it for no reason. Sometimes she goes through it because she's annoying and because she's a sociopath. She needs to see how she's being a sociopath. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's why she's going through that. But that type of broad can look at herself in the mirror and she doesn't care if she's gashed open in every single corner of her body. She's gonna look herself in the mirror and tell herself the fucking truth. But that's why she's the Queen of Swords. And that's why if a nigga has that shit, he's gonna run the other way from her, even knowing he has it, knowing damn well he wants to sleep with her anyways. He's gonna wait, go get tested, and come to her different, especially when she's fully in her Queen of Swords energy. But even when she's reversed, he's not gonna pull up on her. He's not. He's gonna pull up on you because he can see that you want to be somebody that you're not. Okay? Everybody can see you being pathetic. Everybody can see you, honey. Everybody can. Okay? So, that's what you're gonna be focused on, how pathetic you've been all month, all these next 2 weeks. And this is when it comes to like the past. A lot of you guys, you did a lot of shiesty shit in your past. A lot of you guys, your childhood. Some of you guys, you're young, but your life is over. You're young, but you already got AIDS and shingles and stuff. Like you're 20, but you got shingles. So like you're almost out of your life. You're almost done living. Some of you guys are 15, you got shingles. that means that you're almost done living. You know what I mean? And some of you guys, it's like you thought that you were gonna sit there and, be fucked up and try to devastate folks in your past, but all you were doing was cutting your life short. And instead of introspecting and understanding that that's what you were doing, you want to be bitter about it and upset and mad and sad and blame the guy who gave it to you. Like, no, you should have been at the doctor's office. You should have been getting tested for it even 1, 2 years out. You just kept on going through life not getting tested. You kept on going thinking that it only happens to certain folks. Meanwhile, you're those people. You think only happens to, black men who go to jail. Okay. But if you're shysting people out and pulling guns on people and going in people's houses and robbing them and doing credit card scam and being a prostitute and stuff like that, where do you think you're headed? You're headed to jail. So you're not more different than that black guy who's going to jail. And those are the type of dudes that you're running with. They're your accomplices and your assailants. So you're fucking them because you're a dirty little slut. And that's the only way that they'll do stuff for you is that you're having sex with them. So then they're giving you a disease. And you're mad, but you were trying to shiest over bitches that they did not know you. And they listen, if you're ugly and bitter and you walk around with a sour face and you're kind of fat, a lot of women, and you're not pretty, right? A lot of women are not going to want to be your friends. You're not going to have people approach you and want to get to know you. They're going to approach the pretty, bubbly girl in the corner because she's inviting and nice. And the look on her face, at least on the outside, it looks like she's not dealing with anything too heavy that she's going to be putting on other people and making people feel bad about. It's just natural, like animal magnetism. It's natural behavior of animals and humans. And you're just the only person who's ungrounded. And that's why you got a fucking virus. Let's go. I don't got my bell, but that's why that happened to you. Okay? Some of you guys are selfish ass fucking bitches. And you met a guy who's just, if not more selfish than you. So you can see yourself in the mirror, honey. You don't like how you look. Come on, baby. That's how you look, honey. You're that ugly. Okay? So why did that happen? Why are you guys going to be dealing with this heavy energy? Some of you guys, you're bipolar. Get ready for a bipolar mood swing. Right? So you can fucking face yourself, you little pussy bitch. Right? Some of you guys, you're about to have an experience this month. Some of you guys already had this experience. A lot of you guys are going to have it. And it's going to take you out of your bag. Okay? You're going to get some truth. Some of you guys, you got the truth from a doctor about your health and stuff, but you're denying it, right? You might have even told some people, or even somebody asked, and somebody might have been talking about the truth about your health, and you're denying it. You're trying to gaslight this person to make them seem crazy and stuff like that because you think that that's going to work and stuff, right? Mm-mm. You know, so you're dealing with destitution this month. You're dealing with depression because something unexplainable is going to happen to you or is happening to you that is bringing you a new beginning in truth once again. The Ace of Swords again. And this new beginning in truth is about stuff that you need to walk away from. It's the truth about who you are. It's the truth about yourself and what you're doing and how you're fucking yourself over. And for the Scorpio men, I'm looking at the King of Cups. He's not reversed, okay? So a lot of you guys, this is the females you deal with, and it's because a part of yourself, your feminine side, your feminine emotional body is suppressed, okay? You have a lot of pent up emotions from your, but even if you have that diagnosis, the Scorpio men that show up here, they're not sitting there feeling bad for themselves. They know why they got it. And that's why it's funny when bitches get it. Because a lot of bitches want to be shysty and come out to the dinner parties and stuff. They want to be shysty and then get out the car and order cheap dinner over to the house and have a dinner party. But you were just being so shysty. But that guy, he never pretended like he wasn't shysty. But that's why, he could stomach the diagnosis better, or he doesn't even get it. Because the point of that virus is so you can realize that you're a terrible human being. You refuse to accept it, and you keep on trying to mix up with girls that are better than you and trying to drag them down. So you're going to get a virus so you understand this is you and that's them. And that's why you shouldn't be hanging around them because you're just dragging them down. So you just get dragged down even more. God will not allow that. But that's why, you guys are going through experiences because you just don't think that God, you don't realize that God is the only person that's been fucking with you. He's the reason he set you up with the nigga who gave you AIDS. That's God. Because you don't want to admit that God is real. So then because you think that life is so bad and grim, so you met a dark God and he linked you up with a dark person who gave you a virus. But what are the odds? That's what you think, right? What are the odds? Because you're an idiot. You don't think for yourself, right? And how many people did you infect? Because a lot of you guys are prostitutes and stuff. I don't fucking feel bad for you. I'm glad. Okay? So there's something happening. A lot of you guys, it's something very sketchy going on behind the scenes. Some of you guys are having an affair, and you're trying to keep that to yourself. And a lot of you guys, you're going to find out that this person, they're not going to ever leave you. Some of you guys, you're having an affair with a married man and you're finding out, you already found out, or you're going to find out that he has another woman on the side, outside of you. Okay? And this is going to make you realize that you're not fooling anybody. And you might be sleeping with your friend's husband or something like that, or your friend's boyfriend. It's your friend's husband, is what I'm hearing. But you're not, okay? And there's other women that he's sleeping with, and he's not even sleeping with your friend. If you actually cared about her, she would tell you about what's going on in her marriage, which is terrible. And he's the one who probably gave you that virus, and he's lying about it. And you're bitter. You have the nerve, you have the gall, Scorpio, to sit there and be turning up your nose and be confused and be rubbing your head and stuff. What are you confused about? You were shacking up with your friend's husband. You get AIDS. What's the problem? That makes perfect sense. A lot of you guys are the type of girl that you will sit there and sleep with your friend's husband and then pull up when she exposes the picture of you having sex with her husband at a dinner party and at a fundraiser in front of his people, his donors and stuff, and in front of your husband or whoever, or in front of your family members, because a lot of you guys don't have stable men in your life. But that's the reason why. It's to protect them. Because you guys go after people that are good people. That's why you can't get none of them. Because you go after people that are good people and you're not a good person. Okay? So you go to a dinner party and you're at a fucking gala, and then the picture of you having sex with your friend's husband comes up on the screen. And instead of you being apologetic about sleeping with your friend's husband, you're going to go up to her, ask her why she exposed you in front of all those people. But that's the reason why you die of AIDS and cancer and stuff like that. And, oh no, all this devastation, that's why you die a slow, painful death. Okay? That's it. And that's why nobody feels bad. All right? Okay. So I'm thinking about extending this reading. I don't really want to, so I might not. All right? But if I did, check the link in the description bar to the extended version of this reading to the Vimeo channel. It should be down below, but if I did not, it won't be down there. So much love to you all.